Hello, ladies and gentlemen, visionaries, warriors, and unstoppable forces of destiny. Today, I stand before you to unleash the infinite power within you, to set your soul ablaze with purpose, and to rally you around a mantra that will carve your name into the annals of greatness. Rise, grind, shine. Repeat. This isn't just a phrase, it's a revolution, a sacred vow, a relentless pursuit of excellence that will define your life and inspire generations. For the next 45 minutes, we're diving deep into the heart of this mantra, exploring its transformative power and equipping you with the fire to conquer every challenge, seize every opportunity, and create a legacy that echoes through time. Every day begins with a battle, not against the world, but within yourself. The alarm screams, your body pleads for rest, and the comfort of your bed whispers, tomorrow is fine. But rising isn't just about opening your eyes, it's about opening your heart to possibility, your mind to ambition, and your soul to purpose. It's about standing tall when doubt, fear, and excuses try to pull you down. Picture a young woman named Anjali, born in a remote village where dreams were considered a luxury. Anjali wanted to be a scientist, but her reality was brutal. No school nearby, no money for books, no one to guide her. The villagers scoffed, science is for city kids. Yet every dawn, Anjali rose. She rose above the laughter, the poverty, and the isolation. She studied under a flickering lamp, walked miles to borrow textbooks, and taught herself physics from scraps of paper. Today, Anjali is a researcher at a national lab pioneering renewable energy solutions. Her rise wasn't just from her bed, it was a rebellion against every odd stacked against her. You, too, must rise. Rise above the fear of failure that paralyzes so many. Rise above the naysayers who don't see your vision. Rise above the mistakes that haunt you. You are not defined by where you start, what you lack, or who doubts you. You are defined by your courage to rise. Every time you choose to stand up, you're shouting to the universe, I am here and I will not be stopped. But rising isn't a one-off act. It's a daily revolution. Consider Ravi, a young man who dreamed of becoming a filmmaker. He had no camera, no training, no connections, just a burning desire. People called his dream unrealistic, but Ravi rose every morning, scripting stories on his phone, filming with a borrowed camera, and learning editing from free tutorials. He faced rejection, producers ignored him, funds ran dry, yet Ravi kept rising. Today, his short films have won awards, and he's inspiring others to tell their stories. Ravi's rise teaches us that every new day is a fresh chance to fight for your dreams. Rising is also about resilience. Think of Priya, a student who failed her entrance exams twice. She felt like giving up. Her peers moved ahead, and her confidence crumbled. But Priya rose again. She analyzed her weaknesses, sought mentors, and rebuilt her study plan. Her third attempt earned her a spot in a top university. Priya's story reminds us that rising isn't about never falling. It's about standing up one more time than you fall. Rising gets you in the arena, but the grind is where you claim victory. The grind is the raw, unglamorous hustle, the sweat, the sacrifice, the solitary hours when no one is watching. It's the discipline to keep pushing when your body aches, your mind doubts, and the world seems indifferent. The grind is what turns dreamers into legends. Let me tell you about Samir, a young man who wanted to be a professional boxer. Samir grew up in a cramped apartment with no gym, no coach, no equipment. His neighbors mocked, "You're too skinny for boxing." But Samir grounded out. He woke at 4 a.m., ran laps around his building, and trained with makeshift weights, bags of rice tied to sticks. He studied boxing videos online, practiced in a corner of his room, and took odd jobs to afford gloves. Years of grinding later, Samir is a state champion, fighting his way to nationals. His grind wasn't pretty, but it was powerful. The grind is your sacred pact with your future. It's saying no to instant gratification and yes to long-term greatness. It's choosing to study when others are binge watching. It's choosing to train when others are scrolling. It's choosing to create when others are complaining. The grind is where you build your empire, one relentless effort at a time. So ask yourself, what's your grind? What's the one thing you can commit to doing daily, no matter how small, to move closer to your goals? Find it, own it, and never stop grinding. Let quotes dig deeper. The grind is also about adaptability. Consider Mina, a small-town girl who dreamed of becoming a software developer. She had no computer, no internet, no coding experience, but Mina grounded out. She saved for a second-hand phone, used free Wi-Fi at a local cafe, and learned coding from YouTube. She faced setbacks, bugs in her code, long hours, self-doubt. But Mina adapted, learned, and kept going. Today, she's a developer at a tech startup, mentoring others. Mina's grind shows that the path to success is paved with persistence and problem-solving. The grind is also about sacrifice. Think of Vikram, a father who wanted to start a carpentry business. He worked long hours at a factory, leaving little time for his dream. But Vikram grounded out, staying up late to carve furniture, selling pieces at local markets, and saving every rupee. He missed family outings, faced financial strain, and endured criticism. Yet his grind paid off today. Vikram's workshop supplies stores across the region. His story teaches us that the grind often means choosing the hard now for the great later. Now let's talk about shining. Shining isn't about chasing applause or flaunting your success. It's about letting your hard work, your passion, and your authenticity radiate so brightly that it lights up the world. When you rise and grind, you create something extraordinary. A life that's yours, a story that inspires, a legacy that endures. Shining is about owning your journey and uplifting everyone around you. Take the story of Kavita, a school teacher in a struggling community. Kavita had no fancy tools, no big budget, just a love for her students. She turned lessons into adventures, using songs to teach history and games to teach math. Her classroom became a sanctuary, and her students, once disengaged, began to excel. Parents noticed, the school noticed, and Kavita's methods spread to other teachers. She shined not by seeking fame, but by pouring her heart into her work. Today, her students are doctors, engineers, and leaders, carrying her light forward. You, too, were born to shine. Your shine might be in the way you solve problems with creativity, lead with compassion, or pursue your passion with courage. It's in the small acts, helping a colleague, perfecting a craft, or standing up for what's right, that create ripples of change. Dome your light to fit in. Don't hide your brilliance to avoid envy. Shine boldly, because your shine isn't just for you, it's for every soul you inspire. Let's explore another example. Awaken, a street artist, started with nothing but chalk and a dream. He drew murals on pavements, often erased by rain or ignored by passersby. But Awaken ESU passion shined through every stroke. His art began to draw crowds, then media, then commissions. Today, Awaken GSE murals adorn city walls, telling stories of hope and resilience. His shine wasn't about ego, it was about sharing his gift with the world. Shining is also about authenticity. Consider Neha, a young entrepreneur who launched a handmade jewelry business. She faced pressure to copy trendy designs, but Neha stayed true to her unique style, inspired by her culture. Her authenticity shined, attracting customers who valued her story. Today, Neha's brand is a global sensation, and she empowers artisans to create with pride. Neha's shine reminds us that your true light comes from being unapologetically you. Here's the heartbeat of greatness. Repeat. Success isn't a single victory, a single spotlight, or a single milestone. It's a cycle, a lifelong commitment to rising, grinding, and shining, day after day, year after year. The moment you stop repeating, you stagnate. The moment you rest on your laurels, you lose your fire. Think about Anil, a farmer who dreamed of modernizing agriculture in his village. Anil started small, experimenting with organic farming on his tiny plot. Some seasons crops failed. Some neighbors mocked his fancy ideas. But Anil repeated the cycle. He rose with optimism, ground out research on sustainable methods, and shined by sharing his harvests with the community. Years later, Anil's farm is a model for the region, and he trains other farmers. His secret, relentless repetition. You, too, must repeat. There will be days when you're exhausted, when you fail, when you want to quit. Those are the days that forge you. Those are the days that make you a legend. Look at Sunita, a dancer who faced countless rejections. She wasn't polished enough, they said, but Sunita kept rising, grinding through rehearsals and shining on every stage. Today she runs a dance academy, proving that repetition turns dreams into dynasties. Repetition is about growth. Consider Rohit, a young writer who started with a blog no one read. He faced harsh feedback, low views, and self-doubt. But Rohit repeated the cycle, rising to write, grinding to improve, and shining through honest stories. Now his books are bestsellers, and he mentors aspiring authors. Rohit's journey shows that repetition isn't about staying the same. It's about getting better every time. Repetition is also about impact. Think of Priya, a nurse who started by volunteering at a local clinic. She faced long hours, emotional tolls, and little recognition. But Priya kept rising, grinding to learn advanced care and shining by comforting patients. Her dedication inspired her hospital to improve services, saving countless lives. Priya's repetition built a legacy of care. Let's zoom out. Rise, shine, repeat is more than a mantra. It's a movement. It's about claiming your power, defying the odds, and creating a life that reverberates beyond you. You don't need a head start, a silver spoon, or a perfect moment. You need the courage to rise, the discipline to grind, the heart to shine, and the resilience to repeat. The world is a canvas of challenges, economic struggles, personal losses, global uncertainties. But it's also a canvas of possibilities. Every obstacle is a chance to rise. Every effort is a chance to grind. Every success is a chance to shine. And every day is a chance to repeat. You are not here to blend in. You are here to stand out, to create, to inspire, to leave a mark. Let's meet Mira, a young environmentalist who wanted to clean her city's polluted river. She had no resources, no team, just a vision. Mira rose, organizing cleanup drives. She ground it out, rallying volunteers and studying water systems. Her passion shined, inspiring schools and businesses to join. She repeated year after year. Today, her river is thriving, and Mira's movement is global. Her story proves that the cycle works if you work it. Or consider Vikrant, a mechanic who dreamed of inventing eco-friendly vehicles. He had no degree, none lab, just a knack for fixing things. Vikrant rose, sketching designs in his garage. He ground it out, building prototypes with scrap metal. His innovations shined, catching an investor's eye. He repeated, refining his work. Now Vikrant's designs are used in green transport systems. His journey shows that greatness starts with one cycle. As we build toward the climax, let's talk about legacy. Rise, grind, shine, repeat. Isn't just about your success. It's about the lives you touch, the dreams you ignite, the world you transform. Every time you rise, you show someone else they can too. Every time you grind, you prove that effort outshines excuses. Every time you shine, you light the way for others. And every time you repeat, you build a legacy that outlives you. Think of Kavita, a social worker who started by feeding one hungry child. She rose to the challenge, ground out solutions, partnering with NGOs, raising funds, and shined by giving kids hope. She repeated, expanding her reach. Today, Kavita's organization feeds thousands, and her name is synonymous with compassion. Her legacy isn't fame, it's love. Or look at Ada Gian, a teacher who transformed a failing school. He rose, creating engaging lessons. He grounded out, training other teachers. His passion shined, boosting student performance. He repeated year after year. Now his school is a model for education reform. Einen Jian ESU legacy is knowledge that you are writing your legacy right now. Every choice, every effort, every moment you rise, grind, shine, and repeat is a chapter in your story. So make it epic, make it bold, make it yours. My friends, the time for doubt is over. Rise, grind, shine, repeat is your battle cry. You don't need permission, privilege, or perfection. You need to start. Start today. Start now. The world isn't waiting to judge you. It's waiting to be inspired by you. So let's make a pact. Today, you'll rise with a purpose that shakes the heavens. You'll grind with a work ethic that breaks barriers. You'll shine with a light that blinds the darkness. And you'll repeat with a determination that nothing can shatter. You are not ordinary. You are a storm, a symphony, a saga waiting to unfold. The journey won't be easy, but it will be legendary. Because when you rise, grind, shine, and repeat, you don't just change your life, you change the universe. Go out there and make it happen. Rise with ferocity, grind with tenacity, shine with audacity, repeat with eternity. Your time is now. Your story is immortal. Your legacy is unstoppable. Let's do this. Thank you. Don't forget, like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.